chosen ones, empaths, and all the genuine souls out there. There's something that you have to truly embrace about this narcissist that was involved in your life. They've been through many toxic relationships, okay? They've been through many dysfunctional, toxic relationships, and they can put those to rest. They can forget about those, all right? And they will forget about those. And they did, in fact, forget about those, okay? Yes, initially when they first encountered you, you being authentic, you being a chosen one, you being an empath, they may have still been relatively caught up on their past because they don't heal. They don't take time out, okay? They may have been. But very quickly and very rapidly, they started to see that, you have a divine nature about you. You're authentic, you're real, you're true. I'm not saying you're perfect, but you're a cut above the rest of what they've dealt with in their lifetime. And it's actually the main reason why they don't forget about you is because throughout the relationship, they become very ungrateful, very selfish, very unappreciative of what you're bringing to their life. Many of you have supported them financially. You've cared for them when they were sick. You've really helped them. Okay, you supported them, you regulated their emotions. It's just a natural thing that chosen ones, empaths, and genuine souls have an influence on narcissists of regulating their emotions, keeping their mood in check, and they're still unstable. But you do regulate their emotions. You do keep their emotions in check to a certain degree, a lot more than other people have been able to do with them. Okay, and obviously with their selfish nature, unappreciative nature, and them burning bridges, them discarding, them cheating, their infidelity, them not keeping it real, and they go off and they monkey branch to new supplies or things like this. You become someone in their mind who supersedes the rest. Okay, and they try to they really, honestly, they really try to forget about you. They try with all their heart and soul to forget about you, and they thrust into these new relationships, whether you were discarded or you cut the narcissist off. They thrust into these new relationships with hopes and aims to forget about you and find someone better. And that crumbles. They realize relatively quickly that these new supplies they encounter ain't on your level. So this is why you become a figment in their minds. Is a figment the right word? You become something in their minds that supersedes the rest of all of the people they encountered in their past and all of the people they encounter in their future. A lot of them will never let you know that this is how they truly feel about you, because they're not truthful, because they're not real, because they're not authentic, okay? Because they don't express themselves in a healthy way, okay? Even the ones that do tell you, oh my God, I can't stop thinking about you, like, they're doing it with a slimy, snaky, manipulative way of just trying to get you back under their spell. Okay, so you can't embrace the ones, if any of you have had them narcissists saying that to you, you can't believe it. I'd love to hear you share that if that has happened to you in the comment section, because it will give some insight to perhaps people that haven't heard the narcissist say those things. Okay, and it will give you an indication of what they're really thinking. You see, a lot of these narcissist news suppliers, they know they're obsessed about you, all right? Because time passes, years can go by, the narcissist that was involved in your life will still talk your name, okay? They'll still talk your name, whether they're berating you, putting you down, or they're triangulating you against the new supply to try and exploit the new supply to get more. The new supply gets a bit wise to this, and they realize that the narcissist is absolutely fundamentally obsessed with you, all right? And the narcissist that is involved in your life has a feeling they can't shake for the rest of their days. You need to understand this. You're not forgotten, okay? Many people, I think, have been hurt by a narcissist and they haven't seen through the veil. I'm not criticizing the channels, I'm not criticizing their input, because they must help people as well with the content they put out. It's either, from my analysis, it's either they've been hurt so bad that they're spreading information to the audience and to the community that narcissists don't care. Narcissists forget about you. You're just a number. They go on to someone else. You're just they don't care, like, and all this, right? And I did mention in another video recently, I had a playlist about why narcissists do in fact care, and it's not in a healthy way, like, oh, I care about your feelings. Oh, I care. Like, it's not like that. They care about how much they've lost. They care about how much their life has turned to shit. And I did say in a recent video to check out the playlist I made, but for some reason it's sorry to go off track here, but it's not in my playlist, and I need to go back through my videos to make a playlist again. But it's why narcissists care, and the first one is, oh no, the first episode is called "Do Narcissists Really Care?" Episode 1. On the thumbnail, or say episode 1. And I think there was a 5-part series, I think. But this is the thing, they don't actually get over you, and you need to give yourself more praise. I know many of you have been through intense devaluation, and you don't really see how much impact and influence you actually had on the narcissist's life. But you really need to look back in retrospect and actually understand that people ain't gonna do what you did. Like, let's be real, let's keep it 100, let's be like, you just keep this real, right? People ain't gonna do what you did in this day and age, okay? You're very rare to come across, all right? And on top of that, you are a unique individual that offered a unique supply source to that specific narcissist that was involved in your life that they can't find again, okay? And that's why, you know, yes, they may have taken you for granted. Yes, they may have cheated. Yes, they may have monkey branched. Yes, they may have discarded you. Yes, they may have used and abused you and exploited you and done all of these things. But after the matter occurs and they try to thrust themselves into these new relationships to forget about you, they've got a feeling they can't shake about what you offered, all right? And it's something they just can't get over. And of course, they think about ways how they could return. But the way that these narcissists leave these relationships in a complete and utter shambles, right? And they absolutely destroy anything that was even possibly remotely, you know, able to keep a connection between the two of you. Okay, the way they destroy it, they don't know how to fix this. They don't have the capability to fix this like a genuine soul would, like you would if you made a mistake, if you'd done someone wrong and you apologize, or you try to reconcile, or you leave on good terms and you go your separate ways. Like, they don't have the ways about doing that. So they're plagued with remembrance of you. They're plagued with ways in their minds of thinking that they wish they had you back. Like, honestly, some of you, it's not your fault. I totally embrace why you feel this way, and I totally understand your points. But so many of you let the narcissist go in with a new supply make you think, and I think obviously some information you may be, you know, digesting from other content creators, making you think that the narcissists don't care, and it's just not, that the narcissists forget about you and stuff like that. And it's just, obviously, if you take things on surface level, right? If you take things on surface level, okay, and let me break this down, like, you take things on surface level where a narcissist, okay, you're with a narcissist involved in a romantic relationship, okay, one in your life, and the narcissist cheats, or the narcissist monkey branches to a new supply and gets married and has children. Obviously, on surface level, you can dissect that and interpret that as they don't care, you mean nothing to them, etc., 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 on surface level. But when you dig beneath the veil, right, and you look beneath the veil and you see that the narcissist is very unstable, and they are very selfish, and they are very unappreciative, and when they don't realize what they've got until it's gone, okay, that can even plague, you know, plague genuine souls. You don't know what it's got till you've gone. For example, let me just give you an example. You had a job, okay? You moan about your job every day, okay? I'm not criticizing you. It's just something you do at work, right? You know what I mean? You have to get up Monday morning, or you have to do a night shift, and it's 12-hour shift, 10-hour shift, 8-hour shift, and you think, oh God, oh God, oh God. But when you lose that job, or you get fired, or you get sacked, and then you think, oh God, that job was all right. Or say you have a job and you go to a new job. You think, all right, same money or whatever, you're going to go to a new job because it's going to be better. And it's not. The new job is worse. The boss is crazy as shit. Like, it's just, this can happen. You don't know what it's got until it's gone. That's something that's a rule for life, okay? And this is something that the narcissist didn't realize with you. So this is why you can't take it on surface level, where a narcissist makes these, irrational decisions to monkey branch, to cheat, to, abuse you, to treat you like shit, to, discard you, to be horrible to you, to abandon you, to ghost you. You can't take these actions by a narcissist and look at them from a perspective of if they're a healthy, authentic, genuine individual. Obviously, if you was in a romantic relationship with a healthy individual, a genuine individual, and the genuine individual made a decision to end the relationship with you, and they went into a new relationship, even then, genuine people, this happens, all right? Research it. Genuine people break up with their wife or their husband or their boyfriend or their girlfriend or whatever, right? They break up with them. They go to someone new and they realize that they had everything with their former person. Okay? What's that word? What are they called? Mistresses. All right? And stuff like that. People have mistresses, and these corporate workers may have a mistress and things like that, right? And they're not narcissistic, okay? And they run off with their mistress and they do this. And then they realize that, their wife that was there for them, that was caring for the children, was cooking, was cleaning, was being a loyal person that helped them through the progression of their career. And then, they realize that this new person is just like a gold digger or something like that, and they realize that they actually had everything that they wanted with the person they had. And it's not just, the male to female dynamic. It also can be the female to male dynamic. A female can have a husband that's devout, that's caring, and she thinks that she wants something else. And then she gets, she goes into a new relationship and then she's treated like shit. And then she realizes that her husband was the one, right? This can happen. And it's the same for narcissists, all right? So don't take this on surface level. You've got to understand, this is regular people I'm discussing now that are genuine, that are authentic, that are real or whatever, right? And they can have it. So a narcissist being so unstable, so unappreciative, so nasty, so horrible, so controlling, okay, wanting to hurt you as well. They have a desire to hurt you, to cause you pain, to gain more control. Obviously, you're going to see some irrational decision making that you can't try and interpret on surface level. You have to either look from a bird's eye view or beneath the veil. You have to try and look at it from a more realistic perspective. All right. So you're not just a number. You haven't just been forgotten. They're not just on to the next one. They've forgotten about you. You are the benchmark that sets the standard for the rest of their days, that they will never supersede. Okay. You are the benchmark. You are the point of reference that they will never get again. Okay, not only in their romantic relationships, in their friendships, in their family, with their colleagues at work, with their boss, everyone they encounter in life, they'll be like, oh my God, you, the chosen one, the empath, the genuine soul, was actually real, was actually loyal. And they know they shot themselves in the foot. They shot themselves in the foot and they know they made a mess of their lives. So let them bathe in the consequences of their actions. Okay, don't give them a helping hand. Don't help them out of the ditch they dug themselves. All right, don't take this on surface level no more. You have to reflect and look beneath the veil. That people ain't gonna do what you've done. All right, and these new suppliers ain't doing what you've done. And a lot of these new suppliers are just as toxic as they are. A lot of these new supplies are trying to make their previous partner jealous, just like the narcissist that was involved in your life is trying to make you jealous. And oftentimes these new supply relationships with narcissists and toxic individuals or narcissists or whatever are built off the back of making their previous partners jealous. And that's a fact. I've heard that from a lot of people. Okay, I've seen it from a lot of people in people I've done one-to-one sessions with. Like, they actually get into these relationships to make their previous partners jealous. Like, this is the mindset of the narcissist. It's unstable, it's irrational, it's weird. They're dusty weirdos. Okay, so obviously, to analyze a narcissist involved in your life, you have to look a bit deeper. You can't take things on the surface level. You know, what you see initially isn't always the truth. Your initial feelings towards a situation isn't always the correct, realistic analysis of that given scenario. Okay, all right. So you're not forgotten. All right. They forget these other toxic suppliers that they've had in their life. Remember, like I said in the beginning segment, they've been through toxic individuals through their life. They have toxic individuals in their life after. They can forget about those. And I think that there's a wide mainstream kind of content creation. I'm not criticizing the channels, but I don't know if these people have been hurt, like I said, or it's an agenda to keep you stuck, like, but they're not giving you the tools to heal. All right, they're not giving you the tools to heal. They're not giving you the vital tools to heal and actually look at this from a realistic perspective. Okay, just because a narcissist goes on with a new supplier doesn't mean you're forgotten. If anything, when they go on the new supplier, they actually realize what you're worth way more than when you're in the relationship. And that's what you need to understand. When the relationship's over, that's when the narcissist truly sees. And that's why you needed to know this is a divine process, and you needed it to end for them to realize it's not enough for them to change their ways. It's not enough for them to not be a narcissist anymore. You know, it's not enough for that. But they have a comprehension that they fucked up and they shot themselves in the foot and they've made a mess of their life. You know, they have. These narcissists that are involved in their life have made a mess of their life and their entire existence. And they will keep searching. They will keep trying to change new supplies into you. They'll keep doing all of that just to keep your memory alive. They'll talk your name. They'll gossip about you. They'll backbite about you. They'll smear you. They'll do all types of things. They'll watch you from a distance. They'll spy on your social media. They'll do all these things to keep your name alive and to keep any remnants of supply going. All right? They don't forget you. They've got a feeling they can't shake for the rest of their lives. Please embrace what you did for them. Don't overlook it. Don't underestimate yourself. You've done things that no one will do or has ever done in their entire existence, and never will in the future of the rest of their lives and the rest of their days. So anyway, thanks for listening today. I really appreciate the support. Please book a session if you'd like to. You may donate or support to the channel if you want to. Check out the spiritual channel for more content. My podcast is now on Spotify. All links you need are in the description box below. If you would like access to over 100 exclusive videos, daily uploads and custom video requests, join my membership program at ZionMembership.com. Links also in the description box below. There's a 3-day free trial and you can cancel at any time. All content is made by me with no ties to any organisation or university. Your support truly keeps us going. I'll be back with another video soon. Peace.